Here at the GSL Code A.
All right, in the top right, the master of phoenixes. He is
MyuNgSiK.
You know, the thing about the master of phoenixes, even if he loses to fantasy, he will rise again.
Yes. Because the Phoenix rises again.
Thanks, Wolf.
His opponent, he is
Fantasy.
You know, it's like I feel like it's a Game of Thrones title where it's like the Master of Coin and stuff. It's like the Master of Phoenixes.
Yeah.
The Whisperer of Secrets. Like,
we need a new Master of Phoenix. Our last Master of Phoenix.
met an end to someone who made his two starports very early on.
I'm trying to remember like who it was that would do Phoenix Colossus all the time in like the Wings of Liberty. Like, is it Kapak, the Chilean player?
No, he 4-gated every game. It was definitely someone else.
I remember like Phoenix, the Terran player.
Yeah.
He would always have to play against it every time I was watching him play like a TVP. It just happened to be out, and he was pretty good at defending it. I'm just really trying so hard to remember. I feel like Minigun did it from time to time.
Minigun definitely mixed it in some.
The foreign scene has changed so much since back then. Like, there's a lot of players that don't play anymore that would have probably been doing it back then that I just can't remember.
Yeah, well.
It really was like quite a popular style back then.
It was pretty popular for a little bit there.
I used it a lot because
there were a few really cool games that people did it on, like in Korea as well. There was one game, I can't remember who did it, but they did it against Flash, I believe, on the Antigua Shipyard, and I was like, oh, this is...
I remember that.
This is pretty sick. That was one of the earlier times that I saw that done, for sure.
I did it because it was pretty easy to execute. Like I said, it doesn't take a lot of multitasking to like just max out the Phoenixes and go. It looks like we're going to have Oracles here. I mean, it's like lined up pretty well with that Cybernetics core timing to finish to drop that Stargate down.
Yeah, indeed it is. Let's see here. It is a Stargate, so that definitely will be a Phoenix.
Are you sure it's not Oracles?
I mean, yeah, I'm sorry. I keep thinking about Phoenixes. But
yeah, me too, but I was like, well, I mean, maybe you know
a
Phoenix build I don't know.
He's actually very lucky that that timing worked out like that. That was kind of random that it worked out that well. But, you know what? It's a good place to proxy it because it can hit either location. Of course, he sees where he is now.
Are my eyes playing tricks on me, or does it seem like the bases that we have right now are like further away from each other than the base to the left of MyuNgSiK's base? Does it feel like those are closer slightly?
Wait. Say this again?
It looks like these two bases, I'm going to point to them for you on your computer, are like closer than the bases we have now, or is that just my eyes playing tricks on me?
That's definitely an optical illusion. The mains, if the mains are not all equal distances from each other, this map is so terrible. And actually this map, I believe, I was looking at the gas layouts. Oh my god, he finds it. That's really good.
The gas layouts are broken, I saw that.
Yeah, I believe it's on this map that Fantasy Spot is by far the best gas layout, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, I think you're right.
And then
wow, he just walks in, and he's got the Oracle to help out? Oh my god.
That's pretty darn good, because you know it takes like 5 Marines to kill this anyways, and then gets away from that bunker very speedily. Yeah, he's just got to micro this a little bit better, though.
Yeah,
got to micro that a bit better. Still being a little bit sloppy.
It's actually really hard with the AI because of the way the bunker works.
Even just stopping them from mining forever, you know, like that long is quite nice. Even though he didn't get a lot of kills, that was some damage.
The double mules.
And he actually got a decent amount of kills. I'm not sure how many he killed exactly, but
I think he got like 3 SCVs.
Okay.
The thing about this is that with the mules and the double SCV production he has for much longer, plus the pylon kill here, which probably shouldn't have been allowed. That was like barely got that. I like Fantasy's position a lot. I feel like that didn't do enough to make it worth it.
But I mean, it looks like MyuNgSiK is just transitioning into a build that exists. Like, this isn't losing that. Like, even if he loses the Stargate, right, it's not that big a deal because 1 Oracle into Charge into Storm. Oh, he's actually going into Blink. Never mind. So a little bit different. But actually, we've seen this as well. This is something that MC has definitely done from time to time, is go for 1 Oracle into Blink, and then you can utilize the Oracle to see any Widow Mines, as well as, you know, possibly help out in a battle. But it's definitely its vision to be able to blink up into.
Yeah, that's the most important part, I would say, of its utility. But yeah, well, actually that and the Widow Mines both are pretty useful.
Yeah.
Oh, if Fantasy finds out this is coming, though, I think defending this is not going to be it's not going to be like the hardest thing that he's ever done.
I totally agree with you on that. Like, he's going to have stim. He didn't go like too fast of a factor or anything. He's going to have a lot of units. If he figures out that it's going on, then he should be fine. He should be able to just stop it.
That scan just totally whiffs it, misses everything. I think he was hoping to see a comp there, but there was nothing to be seen.
The one thing that can be said is he realizes that there's probably no gases at the natural. Wow, that's...
Well, that's...
We definitely got to fix that ASAP. some subliminal messaging. Oh my God.
You and I are on the same page there, Toast.
Yes, indeed. Casted a lot together in the last 2 weeks.
It was really weird, that Hot 6 graphic that came up there just a second ago.
Oh my.
Well, I mean, Blink is finishing up with this timing pretty well, but him seeing that pylon is so important.
Yeah, he knows what's going on at this point. Yeah,
not a lot of Marauders, though.
It's true, but his stim is finishing about the same time. Will MyuNgSiK actually super commit here? Like, how many Stalkers is he going to make?
Just looks like Fantasy keeps sending out these like tributes to the to the Stalker gods.
This is I love it. I love the just constant scouting. A lot of times in StarCraft 1 you had to do things like this. You had to know exactly what they were doing.
He wants to just bait this shot.
Yeah. But look, he's basically posturing, right? He's threatening. He's puffing up his peacock feathers right now and forcing Fantasy to play a defensive game, whereas behind this, he's getting additional gases, he's getting his robo, he's getting ready to tech switch out of this and get some upgrades.
Do you think he can tech switch out of this?
Yeah.
I don't think he can.
I think, I like the position of Fantasy, but I don't think that this is like a loss from MyuNgSiK right now. Like, could it turn into that? Sure. But Fantasy has to work for it from here, in my opinion. I mean, this is not a free win by any means.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's not a free win. But given time, he should be able to snowball this, I would say, because look at the worker count. It's even for Fantasy. Plus, he has stim. He has +1. He has a decent Marauder count now. He also has drops. And, I mean, he's going to even get some pro kills here. He doesn't notice.
Oh, man. Oh, that was huge.
6 kills. I think that's like the most you can actually get.
Just about on a mineral line that looks like that. That was really, really, really good for Fantasy there.
He's going to do it again.
Now I would put Fantasy pretty well ahead. But hold on, we do have this blink up. Let's see what he can get done with it.
Forces a stim. That's pretty huge. But now he's... Okay, that was a good recall. Like that a lot. This actually should help him defend the Widow Mine drop, funny as it is.
Yeah, look at that.
He's just going to lose it. They have blink, so...
Well, I guess theoretically he should have known that that's where he warped. That Widow Mine was actually fantastic. Look at how much time that it lost mining, or MyuNgSiK rather lost mining, as well as the 6 kills, as well as forcing a cannon. Fantasy definitely well ahead, but I think at least a sizable amount of that is due to that Widow Mine.
Well, I think the reason why I put MyuNgSiK at an almost unwinnable position after that Blink Stalker Force is that he invested so much into that and slows everything else down, especially his upgrades. And
yeah, his upgrades are very slow, but
how can he prevent Fantasy from taking a third base? And also, defending Fantasy's harassment is going to be incredibly difficult. The reason why he lost so many, well, the reason why that Widow Mine drop did some damage was because he was out on the map, because he was stuck out there. It shouldn't have done 6 points of damage. If you were paying attention, it wouldn't have done that much. Probably would have actually just gotten only 1 if he split them. But
yeah, if he was really quick, it gets 1.
But regardless, he's taking some damage, he's taking some losses because he's trapped out in the middle of the map. And now Fantasy has this mobile army, and he's going to use it. And he's the terrorist Terran man.
Yeah, he's definitely going to be getting in there and mixing it up with MyuNgSiK, trying to get some damage done any way he can. But you know what, MyuNgSiK, he's got his full tech route, right? He's getting Storm, and he has a Colossus. Now, I kind of like the choice he's made here, right? Because he's making a single Colossus, and he really... There we go, it gets scanned. And he sees the Robo building. Best thing that could have happened from MyuNgSiK, because this should force Vikings, where he's done the 1 Colossus tech switch into Storm to try to trick his opponent.
That second scan is smart, though.
He sees the Temple Archives now. Now he should know, and he won't make.
He also sees that 5 pylons are being made, so he's like, "Oh, you must be really supply blocked. You might not have that many units coming in here."
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know if that's something he's really going to consider going into his attack, but he did see that.
He was going to try this either way.
Yeah, well, here we go. 1 force field. Force fields here are decent, just not quite enough Terran to break through because of that Colossus.
Now he does have to use all of his Mothership Core energy, so if Fantasy gets out of here, that's something he can use to his advantage. But reasonable defense here for MyuNgSiK.
Should kill that Observer. I'm a bit surprised he didn't do that.
Yeah, that would have been definitely helpful. Oh, well, now he gets it.
Was that killed by a scanner or splash damage, actually?
Splash damage.
That's pretty funny. He still has the Oracle, though.
Yay for new Widow Mines. All right, so I mean, the thing is, he has High Templars with Storm now, and there's no Ghosts out. So still, MyuNgSiK has opportunities to get really cost efficient here and turn the game into his favor.
This drop is gonna. He can't use those Storms for defense here.
No, I think he's going to in just a second.
Well, I mean, he just can't do it on top of his probes. Yeah. Oh my God! Almost killed all of his own probes.
Well, he doesn't though. He actually keeps him alive. Loses his Colossus up front here, but those 2 Mortals will force everything back. He's got to kill that Widow Mine ASAP.
He certainly has been doing surprisingly well. I don't think he
things are going right and wrong.
Oh my God.
All right, guys.
Artosis.
Well, sometimes a game ends like this.
Artosis. Artosis. Oh!
All right, whatever. Game's over. That's too much. Too much damage.
13 kills.
I guess he thought they died to the storms, but you can't hit them with just 1 storm. 1 storm just doesn't kill a Widow Mine.
Yeah, Storm does 70 damage, I believe. Widow Mine at 90 health, so.
Well.
That's,
I mean, he's lost a lot of probes so far this game. He's on 2 base against 3. The best he can do is an Immortal Archon Zealot Storm all-in. And against someone that has Widow Mines, you know, way more supply, I don't think it's going to work.
Yeah, Widow Mine's really going to put a damper on that one. Good feedbacks here again, but actually that second feedback was a bit late, but he's still got the medevac. He should be able to defend this, but more probes killed.
I feel like this is almost too much harassment from Fantasy. I feel like
he doesn't need to do this anymore.
You get a few ghosts out, you keep your army at home, and like if he wants to try to take a 3rd, you go kill it.
I think he's going to add a Ghost Academy with all these extra barracks he's adding with extra tech labs.
I would definitely like to see him go to Ghost from here when he's in this type of lead on 3 base against 2. To just continue to drop is like, I don't know. I guess it doesn't matter either way, really, but let's see. He is coming in now. His Widow Mine's not doing as well as he would have hoped.
No.
And even though it's a pretty Marauder-heavy army, he does have a decent amount of Marines in here to help try to kill everything off. In the meantime, trying to drop into that natural and do something, but
I think he's going to try to kill the Nexus.
Immortal heavy play, by the way, is like really good against this new style.
Oh, no splits here, and that's... I mean, it's not going to get him back into this game, but that was painful.
Oh, he kills the natural Nexus. That hurts.
And 1 base now.
Oh, no. How many times is this going to happen, you MyuNgSiK?
So why he goes Phoenixes. Oh, okay, it's the probe pull.
Well... Not sure how good unupgraded probes are going to do against this army.
Yeah, the big problem being the not upgrades.
Yeah, because the probes totally would kill it if they...
The thing is, most of those probes have gas and minerals as well.
They're trying to defect.
Trying to actually give the presence to the Terran army, but they don't want it. GG.
All right.
Going to game 3.
Yeah, it's kind of an interesting game.
I think if you go Oracle into Blink, you have to kill the Terran or you lose.
You think
if you make the Stalkers. If you make the Stalkers. He made the Stalkers.
He made 4 Stalkers, though. There wasn't that many Stalkers. Well, then he did make more Stalkers. That part's true. I think the Widow Mine drop did a lot of damage, right? It cost so much mining time. It killed 6 probes. That's pretty significant. He would have had a lot more units when the attacks started coming because he was having just barely a hard time. Like when he first did the force fields as it ran up the ramp, he started to engage and then had to pull back. He's like, oh crap, I don't have quite enough. I have to wait for him to walk into my Nexus Cannon a bit more to be able to attack into this. He would have had a reasonable amount more units during this portion of the game if that Widow Mine drop wasn't so damn effective. So I feel like it wouldn't have been so bad. Like, Fantasy definitely had a lead after it, but I don't know. It's still kind of an interesting game the way it turned out. Next map going to be Habitation Station. What do you think about here, Wolf?
I think we might see Gangnam Terran. It's an interesting pick for MyuNgSiK to me.
What follow-up do you like against Protoss? Do you like the 1-1-1? Who did that the other day? Was that Byung?
Keen, I think. Well, Keen did it once, and Byung also did it, I think. Yeah, both of them have done it now.
Yeah.
In Pro League, so...
I mean, if you're going to do that gross, lift your command center to the gold base, 1-1-1 is an okay way to go about it, I guess.
One of these two players will be going to our final winner match here at the GSL Code A. Will it be Fantasy or will it be MyuNgSiK? Let's find out right now